Alright, welcome back. Today is Sunday, August 6th, I think, 2023. And I want to do a little unboxing of some stuff I got for the 60. Basically the hydraulic setup. So I kind of mix and match a couple different vendors. First off, I got these half-inch Stucci check valves. I got these from a guy, Del Toro Hydraulics. I think he's in Northern California. And they're half-inch boss fitting, which I like, which means they use an O-ring. It's not pipe thread. So 4 of those, got them already chromed. They're brand new. So we'll put them over here on the table. Okay. And next up, we'll do these. Still recording? These are the Parker slowdowns that I had chrome plated. I showed on a video last weekend, and I just assembled them. So they're half-inch. These were brand new, and a little got my greasy fingers on them, but they're chromed. May or may not paint this, maybe go silver, I don't know, we'll see. A tech tip when shopping for these is Parker don't refer to these things as slowdowns. The only people who refer to them as slowdowns are lowriders who put them in the trunk of their car. They're called metering valves. So metering. So you can find these on eBay if you were to search metering valve, Parker metering valve, or what's another brand? Can't think off the top of my head. But just search hydraulic metering valve, 3/8 or half-inch, and you find some good deals. Don't get these through lowrider vendors. Save a buck. That's my tech tip. So I got these from Black Magic last December, actually. So I've had these for a while, and the reason I went with these dumps are because I like the way they look. They refer to them as mini monsters, which is kind of a mimic of the Monster Green dumps, which are the original aircraft hydraulic dumps. And basically what they are is a delta in this fancy body. So they have reliability as like a delta, and I think they look cool, and they're a fraction of the cost compared to an ADEX. So these are also I want to say they're boss fitting SAE port. I did get the Cannon plugs, which is basically the wiring for them, and then there's your 2 wires, hot, positive, negative. So they're polished aluminum, and like I said, they call mini monsters. Got them from Black Magic. Man, he shipped them really fast. Really have nothing bad to say about Black Magic. They have them in stock. If they're not in stock, they won't sell it to you. So, and they ship really fast. Yeah, we'll put them over here. So we got 4 of these. They're pretty much the same. And like I said, I got these in November or December last Christmas, and you know, they're a little spendy. They're I think they were like $200 each, which if you price a Delta out, the Deltas are like, by the time you get them shipped to the house, they're like $60 each. But I think these look 1,000 times better than a Delta, but they have the reliability of a Delta. So polish shop is pretty good. I mean, of course I got my greasy fingers on them, but they're polished aluminum, they're not chrome. So let's get the next one over here. And then you can upgrade to these through Black Magic for these Cannon plugs is what they call them. They have them like that, or they also sell an adapter so that you can run steel tubing, basically hardline, so you don't see no wires, which I may or may not do. Where you just connect it to here, and then it runs a steel tubing, so you don't see any wires in the setup. So same thing. Pretty simple, got pressure and return port, it's not hard. And we got one more. How much batteries on there? 33. Okay.
Gotta unwrap faster.
So more of the same. They also sell these with an upgraded release handle if you really want to mimic the monster greens, but I didn't need that. So Mini Monsters, they're on their website. Like I said, Black Magic, man, they ship them fast. They got a good team over there, man. I have nothing bad to say about it.
Get to the good stuff.
Yeah, now to the meat and potatoes. So I went with Hilow for a few different reasons. One, because I bought from Hilow in the past. Two, he's in Texas, which I support. And three, he had the stuff in stock. So there's a few different vendors out there. Like I say, Black Magic, you got Hoppos and some other ones, CCE, Pitbull, stuff like that, which I've ran all those except CCE. I don't think I've ever had a CCE setup. To me, it really comes down to customer service and the honesty of the company, and if they have the stuff in stock, and if they respond to your emails or phone calls. There's a couple vendors out there that, man, I couldn't get them to take my money. I tried for weeks and weeks and weeks. They don't respond to messages. I was ready to send them $3,000, and I couldn't get them to answer the phone or respond back. So I said, okay, you know what? I guess they don't want my money. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about these gravity-fed hydraulic pumps. So that's the tank. Put that right here. And these are the pumps. So I paid for these on a Monday, I think, and I had them on my doorstep on Thursday. And so basically, it's pretty much the same as a traditional, pump with the tank on it, except this is just a remote tank. So instead of the gear being submerged in oil in the tank, and it usually sucks it up through the port and shoots it out the pressure, the oil's in here. So they call it gravity fed, so the oil is always sitting here, and then when you hit the switch, it spins the motor, and the oil comes through here and it shoots out the pressure. So I got 4 of these. What's the battery at?
28.
Okay, so we're just gonna put things on pause until I get the rest of these unboxed, and then we'll bring you back once it's all unboxed. All right, so we got everything unboxed, and basically a lot of this stuff is aluminum. These are polished aluminum. The blocks are polished aluminum, the gears are polished aluminum, the motors are steel, and the end caps are polished aluminum. So my plan for this car is I think I'm gonna paint the tanks to match the car. I also have 2 accumulators that are gonna go in the rear, which I have a video on how those work, but I'm gonna paint the tanks. May or may not paint the candles on the Mini Monsters, but this is pretty much the look I'm gonna go for. These might be a little bit more elevated, or they might be reversed. These might be further in, these might be more towards the rear. But basically what I was planning, I want everything 1/2 inch. I'm gonna do all custom hardline and stuff, and all that is basically you just have the pressure coming out to a check and a T with your return coming like this, and then your pressure's going out. So then from your return, I'm gonna put the slow down right here, or actually right here, and then it just loops back into the tank. Real simple. So this is pretty much how the setup is gonna look. And I racked my brain for a few months about what I wanted to do in this car. I did talk to Black Magic. I was gonna do a double whammy with a custom tank. And they got back to me, and the price was right. But ultimately, this is what I really wanted, and this was a little bit more expensive. But like I said before, this is the last car I'm building for me, so why not? But just wanted to do an unboxing here of the Hilow. I believe they call them Pompitas.
Pompitas?
Pompitas. Basically, they're aircraft hydraulic copy, gravity fed, and like I say, Black Magic Mini Monsters, Parker metering valves, Stucci made in Italy 1/2-inch check valves. That's pretty much it. But yeah, 4 of these, all hardline, painted tanks. Maybe do a little bit of detail work in the end caps with some paint. Just kind of dress it up a little bit. But that's all I want to do is just show the progress. This was the last major purchase for the car. All that's left, I think, is weather strip, wiring for the engine harness, and a radiator and some exhaust in the drive shaft. So this was the last of the major purchases, but we're moving right along, and so I hope you guys enjoyed this video here, a little review. Like I said, there's a few vendors you can go to, but for me it really comes down to customer service, because a lot of these parts are made from the same person, or overseas. They get them from the same place, so it's really about who can get them to you, and make your purchase experience the best for your money, because they all kind of are the same parts. So customer service goes a long ways. So if you guys enjoyed this video, stay tuned for more work. Thanks for watching.